Aquarius, what's up? Welcome back. We're going to do a quick little love reading for you. We're going to start by looking at who has their eyes on you. Then we're going to look at what their intention is for you, and then any advice if you want it, need it, would like it. Now, this person who has their eyes on you is probably also someone who is on your mind and your heart as well. And so what I'm going to do when I get the cards out here for who has their eyes on you, I'm going to read out as much information as possible so that you can get an idea of who this person might be for you, Aquarius, okay? If anyone is DMing you, private messaging you, trying to get a reading with you, pretending to be me or any other tarot reader, please be careful out there. Report and block them, okay? God, angel, spirit guides for my lovely Aquarius. Who has eyes on them right now? Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides. What do you want us to know? Tell us about the person who has eyes on Aquarius right now. Got some Aries out here. What else? Okay. Got some Sagittarius, so some fire energy. All fire out here, not limited to that, but again, as I said earlier, I'm just going to read out as much information to help you kind of understand who this person might be. So when it comes to looking out into the distance and seeing more for this connection, that's kind of a trait or quality of this person. And this is some Aries energy. We also have some Leo energy here, and I like that potentially for you because that's another fixed sign energy. So sometimes fixed sign folks like to be with other people who are fixed signs sometimes, so that's good. And then we also have some Sagittarius energy with the 9 of Wands, and it kind of popped out in reverse. So let's just kind of get into what this is showing up as in terms of what this personality type is for this person who has eyes on you. So when it comes to their life, their passion, they definitely have a really optimistic outlook on their life, their purpose, whatever it is that they're after. This probably is someone who is really good about being an entrepreneur, right? Entrepreneurial projects they favor. They do well in that area. They take action. This is someone who likes movement and to, be inspired in their action. This person is someone who has, attention on them, definitely have eyes on them. You have the 6 of Wands here. So this could be some person who has some type of fame, prestige tied to them, some respect tied to them. They're in the light somehow. And whoever this person is, they definitely are focused on, continuing their career, whatever they're doing really well in right now. They want to continue that, and they have the belief that it's just going to get better for them. They're still really in the thick of their dream, their purpose, whatever this is that they're excelling in. Now, when it comes to connections and relationships, this person is giving the vibe that, they don't seem like they feel like they have a whole lot of time for dead-end connections or dead-end relationships. They don't seem like they are the kind of person that really, spends time, really taking a whole lot of time in one place and investing. When the 9 of Wands shows up in reverse, it can make us feel really defeated. And sometimes it's also a sign of someone who has kind of like a fragile, sense of confidence, sense of self-trust about their capabilities. We want to see the 9 of Wands upright, which means I will conquer, I will get through. And it's not like they don't have that to them because it's still showing up in their reading. But whoever this person is that has eyes on you, they're sensitive to defeat. They're really sensitive about loss. And so for this person, being in a relationship and in a connection, that's a pain point or a fragile area for them. They don't like to waste their time. And maybe in the past, in past connections, they've had a hard time getting through the tough times and believing that things can get better. The hard times for them, usually for them, is a sign that it's not going to work, and they'll just kind of let it go. They don't spend too much time hanging out, waiting around. If it looks bad and it feels bad and it's too much drama, this person is kind of out, right? They don't deal with that. That's the energy that I'm picking up. But again, this person gives me the vibe that they probably are incredibly successful in whatever it is that they're doing, but they're popular as well. They're in the light and they are projected to continue to grow. They're focused on growing in whatever it is they're doing. That is their personality, just kind of who they are. Now we're going to look at their intentions for you. We're going to see why they have their eyes on you, Aquarius, okay? Guide angel, spirit guides, why does this person have their eyes on Aquarius? What is their intention for Aquarius? What do they want with them? What do they want from them, guide angel, spirit guides? What do you want us to know? Thank you, guide angel, spirit guides. Let's see here. One more good shuffle, and then we'll start. Let's see here. What is their intention? Intention for Aquarius. What are their intentions? Okay, we have some more Sagittarius energy out here popped out. That is the King of Wands there. Okay, they find you to be attractive. The Moon here. Okay, so let's go ahead and kick with this. For some of you, this person may be someone that you connected with before. I'll show you the cards. So Sagittarius, some Pisces energy, 2 Pisces energy here. This feels like someone that you probably have known before. This is very specific, not for many of you, but the way that the 8 of Cups popped out upside down. This is someone that you've connected with before, and you all have a lot of fiery energy. Like you all are physically attracted to each other for sure, and you connect really well when it comes to like the fun, the joy, the exciting. You know, the King of Wands is really exciting, fun to be around. They keep you on your toes. They're energized. You know, they're the person that's going to make you have a lot of fun, like in the joy, in the love department is what I meant to say. So this person, when they come around, you all have this kind of solid connection with each other. You both feel that magnetic connection. But in terms of where it could go, it's very unclear. It doesn't feel like this person exactly knows where it could go. And again, for those of you where this person has been in your life before, you know, they're coming around because it's familiar. They just know that they are attracted to you. They know the joy that you bring, the creation of joy that you all make together. But in terms of, you know, how far this could go, how deep this love can go, they're really not clear about that, again, because the 8 of Cups was in reverse. So it just kind of feels like, you know, coming back around again, wanting to give it a try, not sure. Now, for those of you where this isn't someone from your past, this isn't someone that's recurring, kind of showing up, it just feels like this person is, again, still not clear about what they want. You know, they don't know what they want with you. They're not even thinking about, you know, where this could go, but they are definitely drawn to you because of the connection that you all have and what it feels like to be with you. Now, for some of you too, because we have the 8 of Cups out here, we can't deny that there's a distance factor here. You know, sometimes this might also be for some of you coming up this weekend, you know, or when you all have a time off. You know, it could be that this person is trying to connect with you because they're in town. That's like another vibe that's coming through, and it's very unclear about where you all could go, but they just happen to be in your neck of the woods. You happen to be in their neck of the woods, and so, you know, you all are going to hang out and have a good time, have some adult fun. You can read between the lines there. So it just feels like this is kind of like in the moment energy, Aquarius, with this person, and to have fun. Like, we're going to go out, we're going to dance until we sweat, we're going to kick it, we're going to laugh, whatever that is. But beyond that, it's very unknown to this person. But they do, again, know, I'm saying the same thing over and over now, but they do know that when they're with you, they enjoy themselves for sure. So I'm going to get some advice out here if you want it. Guide angel spirit guides for Aquarius's joy, for their love, for their continued growth, for their wellness, for their harmony and balance. What advice do you have? What do you want Aquarius to know or be aware of? Any blocks, any opportunities here? What is it that you want Aquarius to know or be aware of related to this person? Their intentions for Aquarius. What do you want us to know? Thank you, guide angel spirit guides. Let's see here. Okay. Ooh. Okay. All right. Now, for the advice portion, the 9 of Wands, it's right side up. Okay, there is no coincidence when, a card keeps popping out in a reading in different placements. There's a theme here, right? The theme of making sure that your energy and your actions make sense for you, okay? Because you also have the Six of Swords here, and then you also have the Ten of Wands. So we have you here as the Aquarius energy here, and then we have two Sagittarius energy here. Fire pops up a lot in love readings. Let me just make it clear. It could be that you're dealing with another water sign, another Aquarius. Could be that you're dealing with a fire sign. But I just want you to keep in mind that oftentimes in love readings, fire signs, fire cards pop up because we are usually magnetized to someone else. That is the passion, that action to connect. So sometimes that's why it pops up so much. So, but in this connection, this placement, in the advice, this kind of feels like keeping in mind what is worth your time. Okay. Now, for those of you where this person reemerges from the past, they come into town, or you go into town and y'all hang out, but there is feelings there, but you never can really have your feelings expressed because they have their own life, you have your life, and in some way it's pulling on your spirit. It's been kind of heavy for you to manage. It just kind of feels like spirit is telling you that it's up to you if you want this to change, right? If you want something different, if you don't want to have that repeated cycle with this person, you have the opportunity to walk away from this. You're reluctant to, because maybe you've been holding on, maybe wanting something to eventually blossom beyond what it is, but it just kind of feels like it's going to be more of a burden on you, because this person is kind of in another dimension in their life. They're focused really on their career and all the things that they're manifesting right now. So it just kind of feels like, keep your head up, keep your head strong. To be in this connection, it's just going to be a lot of weight and burden on you, but you can turn away from that now and move into another direction where there is no burden, there is no pain, just, life gets easier. So it just feels like a caution about what you're holding on to, what your expectations are, the expectations that you have for this person that's on your mind and your heart, or this person who has eyes on you. Is it realistic for what you really deserve? Is it realistic for the life that you live, where you live, and things like that? So that's what I have for you, Aquarius. I love you, and I hope I get to see you next week. Take care. Bye.